Hi everyone, and welcome to the video. If there's one thing that I'm particular about, it's my diet. I make a conscious effort to have a huge variety of foods: fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, complex carbs, good fats, lean proteins. But you know, when I thought about it, there's certain foods that I eat every single day. And yes, I eat fruit every day, but are there particular ones? The 7 foods that I eat every single day without fail. I'm no bodybuilder, but I've taken a page out of their notebook because my number one thing that I eat every single day, whether it's for breakfast or lunch, I haven't gotten away with serving it for dinner yet. Paul's just really not onto that. But it's fabulous, and that is oatmeal. Oatmeal is full of prebiotics, which is for our gut health. We know how important that gut-brain axis is. We have fiber, which is going to keep us full, and we all want to stay full longer. That's really important. The sugar. When you get some packaged varieties, even the instant oats, they can have 15, 16 grams of sugar in one little pack. And let's face it, who can just have one little pack? It's like nothing. And it's really convenient. You know, these are just like a couple minutes in the microwave. The steel cut oats I'm now making in my Instapot, and I can even make a few days ahead. So oatmeal, really never a day without oatmeal. Maybe not a true food on its own, but another thing that I never go through the day without is some cinnamon. And the first place that goes is in my oatmeal, but it also goes into a lot of other things. And in fact, I'm going to use that in a little bit when I'm going to put together a quick little recipe for you. Very, very high in antioxidants, also anti-inflammatory. There is some good science that cinnamon can be good for our cognitive health in a preventative way, and it tastes great. But just like anything, too much of a good thing can also be something to be concerned about. So watch out for too much. You don't really want to tax your liver, and really I'm talking about maybe a teaspoon or so a day, but something that I always have. I know that I'm not alone on this one. Can we get through the day without some Greek yogurt? It's like a day without sunshine. I never miss a day of Greek yogurt, and there are so many reasons why. I guess really number one is it's such an easy form of protein. At 17 grams of protein for just one serving, and I usually have probably a serving and a half, it is just the easiest way to get our protein in. And the taste, I love the taste, and it's so versatile in both sweet and savory applications. You can make it into a dessert. You can add it instead of sour cream in just about everything. I'm going to add this to a little bean salad that we're going to be making in a little bit, and it is wonderful. Not to mention calcium that we all definitely need, especially as women wanting to protect our bones. Let's not forget the probiotics. Again, looking for our gut health, so important. So I'm telling you, if there is one thing that I'm never going to give up, it's my Greek yogurt. True confession, I'm a tea granny. What can I say? I drink lots of different herbal teas, but I do not go through a day without a couple of cups of regular old black tea. Black tea is full of antioxidants and polyphenols, which really promote overall health. Again, with our gut health, so important. Black tea is also full of flavonoids, the same component that you find in dark chocolate, red wine, and some other different fruits and vegetables. This is really important and helpful for our heart health. So we're getting all of that in our tea. For me, this is just like a hug in a mug. I feel so good. For me, it's also mentally calming. I love to sit home and have a cup of tea, and it's a de-stressor, and it's something that I really couldn't do without, and this definitely makes a part of my daily routine. I love fruit in all kinds of forms, but the one thing that I never miss a day of, because whether they're fresh or whether they're frozen, it's blueberries. I just love them. You know, at 84 calories for a cup, and I'm not eating a cup at a time, that is really low in the calories. And there's a good dose of fiber in there as well. That's excellent. We're back to the antioxidants. Do you know that blueberries have the highest level of antioxidants of any common fruit out there? They're full of vitamin C, vitamin K, and magnesium, which is great for muscle repair. This is when we're working out. That's really important. Some reports have suggested that blueberries may help us with DNA damage, which is a natural part of aging and something that we want to preserve as much as possible. Blueberries have been shown to have a positive effect on brain function, inflammation, oxidative stress, and blood pressure. So eat your blueberries. I do every day. Number 6 on our list, garlic. Believe me, no vampires in this house because we have garlic every single day. I just love it. It is so good for you in so many different ways. It fights against parasites, fungus, viruses. Often people buy supplemental garlic in capsule form. I just have it raw every day or cooked. Now, the main component is called allicin. Now, it does get broken down when you cook it and you lose some of the vital benefits that it provides. However, there's still the anti-inflammatory effect that is very beneficial. But the raw garlic itself is the best. Now, don't overdo it because it can have a blood thinning effect, so you have to be a little bit careful. So don't go crazy, but like anything in life, moderation is the key, and that's the same with the garlic. Garlic can help to stabilize our blood sugar as well as our blood pressure. You don't want to overdo it because garlic can cause an upset tummy or bad breath or BO, and we really don't want to have any of those things, do we? The last food on my daily list, certainly not the least, is sauerkraut. I did a video a number of months ago on fermented food, and since that time I've been making my own sauerkraut and I cannot get enough of it. Just a little bit of sauerkraut a day can really go a long way. Sauerkraut is chock-a-block full of beneficial bacteria, boosting your gut microbiome and your immunity. Sauerkraut, and for that matter, all of the fermented foods. And you know what, if you don't like sauerkraut, you know what, there's kimchi, there's the fresh pickles, there's kombucha, there's lots of different varieties of fermented foods, but do try to get some fermented foods into your diet because they are really, really important and really, really beneficial. Sauerkraut is full of probiotics, improves your digestion. You will need a little bit of time to acclimatize to that, so start small, maybe only a tablespoon a day, and you can work up. And I just put it kind of on a salad or on the side or beside anything, and it really is a great flavor enhancer. Once you get used to sauerkraut, it's excellent to combat constipation. Be careful at the first because it could have the alternative effect of too much. So not too much of a good thing until your tummy is used to it. Full of vitamin C and vitamin E, sauerkraut also helps in the absorption of other vitamins that you may be taking with your microbiome and this whole brain-gut axis that is so important. As an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, this is really so full of many, many wonderful things and something that you really should consider adding to your diet on a regular basis. Yogurt is not just for breakfast. Let me show you this really quick little bean salad. I make this a lot and it's great for leftovers. Lasts in the fridge for a couple of days, stays nice and crunchy, and so simple. So what I generally get is beans, any kind of beans that you like. I just took the bean medley today. Really like chickpeas, but went with this one today. I also like to take the ones with no salt added because we can add our own. So I've got my 1 tin of beans washed, and try and pat them dry because you don't want it to stay wet because that's going to really dilute everything. Then I've got about a half a cup of red onion sliced and 1 tomato that I've chopped up and a piece of cucumber about that big. I just scrape the seeds out again just so that it doesn't go sloshy. So I'm going to add all of that, and then we're going to make this really great savory yogurt topping. I've got 1 clove of fresh garlic that I'm going to crush. I'm going to put in a cup of my Greek yogurt. So look at how we just added now a good whack of protein to our salad, and plus we've got protein from our beans, so that's great. Now I need the juice of half a lemon. Then we're going to add the spices. I want half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of salt, got some smoked paprika or sweet paprika, whichever one you have, a little dash of cayenne, and some black pepper. So it's maybe a little bit thicker than your typical salad dressing, and that's actually what I want. So depending upon your caloric needs, I'm going to just add a little dollop of olive oil just to keep it emulsified in case I have leftovers. But it's also just as good fat-free. And then we're just going to add that on top. And we've just made an amazing bean salad, savory Greek yogurt, low fat or no fat. I forgot the cilantro, so I'm going to chop that right now. If you're that part of the population that hates cilantro and thinks that it tastes like soap, you were probably pretty happy that I forgot the cilantro. But in the Tennyson house, everybody loves cilantro, so in it goes. So fresh and tasty. I'm going to put the recipe in the description for you. Give it a try. You know, I didn't set out to choose these 7 things that are in my diet every single day. It was an evolution and things that fit in that made me feel really, really good. So oatmeal, can't do without it. Cinnamon, just a natural. Me and I think half the world and our love affair with Greek yogurt. Black tea, ever since I was little. And do you know that black tea is the 2nd most consumed liquid after water? That's pretty fascinating. As much as I love fruit, and especially berries, strawberries, raspberries, for some reason, blueberries are just non-negotiable. They're in there every day. Whether you're cooking garlic or you're eating garlic raw in a salad or in salad dressing or roasted, garlic is so beneficial in so many ways and something that my family cannot do without. As much as we might not call cinnamon a food per se, it is something that I do add every single day whenever I get the opportunity. A natural with yogurt or with oatmeal. Wonderful with so many different applications. And finally, number 7, sauerkraut. For me, it's my go-to fermented food. For you, you may find something else that you like, but do add fermented foods to your diet. These are my top 7 that I go to every single day. What about you? Let me know in the comments what things you can't live without on the daily. Thanks so much for being here with me today, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.